The fun police are reporting for duty.
Right here.
Bam! Cocktails.
Sam Ryder has a very expensive bar tab ahead of him. The 16th hole. Take a look at that. You will never see anything else like this.
There's cans going everywhere.
We are covered in beer and other liquids, I believe, as well. Everyone is going insane. We might have a slight rain delay here on the 16th, Jim, because it's going to take a little bit of cleanup when you take a look at what is happening right now on the 16th hole.
Welcome and welcome back to Par for the Course. I just hope everybody had a great weekend and Valentine's Day. Wanted to jump back in and talk about the Waste Management Phoenix Open and just some of the debauchery that happened out there. I don't want to get ratioed on my own video, so I am going to have a little bit of a balanced perspective here on what I think the line is and what I think is crossing the line from a fan perspective. In general, and in the spirit of growing the game of golf, I am all about fan participation and more people joining the game that traditionally wouldn't have. And I know the country club aspect or country club perspective around golf and that outsiders aren't welcome is definitely something that can get broken by events like the Waste Management Phoenix Open. However, I do think there is a line that we cannot continue to cross. And this year we went into a lot of bottles being thrown onto the green. And that's, to me, where that fun and just the raucous atmosphere that the Waste Management brings to the table crosses the line. I think there are some safety issues that can be involved there, as just well as when you look at examples of throughout other sports leagues, whether it be the Malice at the Palace. I think it was a hockey game last year with the New York Islanders where fans were throwing cans of beer onto the ice after a win. 2015, the Texas Rangers versus the Toronto Blue Jays with fans throwing beverages onto the ground. I think there are some challenges and obstacles that come with that level of fan involvement, and that crosses the line into when things enter onto the field of play, how it can affect the actual game itself. And I think that's where we ended up. I do have a solution, so stick with me. Don't write me off just yet. Here is my solution. Make PGA Tour events better across the board for fans so that you don't have the extreme that is the Waste Management. Make it more hospitable to fans, to families. I'll be honest, as an adult, when I've gone to a PGA Tour event, it's really about the drinking. And yeah, they all get a little bit crazy on the fringes. So the Waste Management isn't the only event where drinks are flowing. I mean, that's a pretty normal thing, that the beer, the alcohol is definitely fun. It's a good time, and it can be. And I think that's the environment and the demographic that you cater to. But I do think that there are more things that you can bring to the table to create that type of fun atmosphere that's welcoming to others and continue to grow the game across the tour rather than just narrowing it down to that one event. And I'm not talking about building out stands for every single venue. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying there are events that we can definitely enhance and make a more fun environment around. One experience that I had is going to an LPGA Tour event with my daughter in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and that event catered to the fans. So I think there are some things that the PGA Tour can definitely learn from how the LPGA Tour handles things. And before some asshole jumps into the comments talking about they have to because the level of game is different, I guarantee that same person is the one that's hitting it less than those ladies. Let's not get it messed up. Those women have game, and it is an enjoyable sport to watch. I promise you, you watch it up close, you change your mind. So it is not about the LPGA having to create those opportunities to make up for the differences in the game. It's just they do a better job of accommodating fans and catering to the full and total experience. Even when it comes down to kind of the course marshals and people that you interact with at an LPGA tour versus a PGA Tour event, it is completely different. It's welcoming throughout, hospitable. They're handing out different things and just it's a different type of environment, one that can be created on the PGA Tour week to week versus waiting for kind of this kickoff special event. Because, like I said, I feel like this week pressed over that line of what was acceptable and what was not acceptable. I get it. You want it to feel like it's a common man's game. And I think the event did that in years past. But this particular year was one where we kind of jumped the shark. There's nothing wrong with fans, just loud, buzzing the entire event. But I draw the line at beverages being thrown onto the field of play. And again, we don't allow this in other sports, and things get a little crazy when we do. So that is my overall thought. Get down in the comments. Tell me if I'm being an old man. Get off my lawn with this perspective. Or if you are kind of in alignment that you think that it went a little bit too far. And also tell me what you think about the solution going forward and what you've experienced at a PGA Tour event and what could be improved. I really want to hear the discourse on this. So before you like or dislike, comment, think about what was said, think about what that looks like in the long term. So if we're throwing bottles on the ground this year, what's the next step? How far can that go before something does go wrong? Would love to hear everybody's thoughts.